To create an assignment that is aligned with the outcomes you've imported into your Canvas course, you'll go ahead and create an assignment just like you've always done by clicking on the plus sign in the module. You can create the assignment here and give it a name. And then you're going to add the item. So here it is in your module, and then we'll go ahead and edit it. Just like you've always edited other assignments, you're going to give it a point total, and we'll come back and discuss this point total in a minute. You can put it in a category. You can decide whether you want to display the points as percentage, complete, incomplete, or points, and choose your submission type. Now, after I save this, I'm going to have the option to add a rubric. And here's where we align it with our outcomes. So you need to give the rubric a name. I usually align it with the title of the assignment. So I'm just going to call this Sample 3 rubric. You might have a rubric that you reuse for different things, and you can give it a generic name. Here, Canvas automatically gets you started by giving you the first criterion. I'm going to delete this because we're not going to use it. And then we're going to click Find Outcome. From here, we're going to go into our outcomes that we have imported into our class, and then we're just going to pick the outcome that we want. And so I've now narrowed it down to this outcome. So did you see how I did that? As I went in and I'll back up a little bit. I chose the area, the grade level, the grouping, and then the specific standard itself. And I'm going to import it. So now in my rubric, I have this standard and the 4 levels of mastery that I've set. I have options here. I can free-form comment when assessing. I can remove the points from the rubric, and this is something that you'll want to think about. Do you want this to just be a formative assessment where the students can see only their mastery, or do you want them to be also earning points? And then I like to use this rubric for grading. That means when you open up the assignment in SpeedGrader, you're going to have the option just to click on the 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I'm going to go ahead and create rubric. And I knew this was going to happen. I did it on purpose so you could see the error. Leaving the assignment total at 10 and the rubric's total points at 4 will result in a maximum possible score of 40%. So when you're creating a rubric and you're using points, you want to make sure that the point total of the rubric is the same as the point total you put in the assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and change that. Now the assignment's only worth 4 points. If I wanted to, I could add another criteria. Maybe this assessment is also assessing a second standard. I could do that. So now I have a rubric and I have an outcome or a standard aligned with it. So when it is, I'll publish it real quick, when it is time to go ahead and grade, if I go into my grade book, I can use SpeedGrader and I can view the rubric and click right onto the rubric to select the mastery level and then save it.